Hey guys, my name is Lucas and today I'm going to give you 5 tips on how to let joy back in your life. We get so lost in the chaos of everyday activities, of our work, our responsibilities, and everything else that's going on in our lives that we don't have time for joy anymore. And that really sucks because as kids we had so much energy, we had so much fun, we had so much joy in every moment. But where did all that energy go? Where is all that energy? Where's all that excitement? Where's all that joy? Where did it go? As kids we were just carefree. We didn't have any responsibilities. We didn't have anything that we needed to worry about other than our intrinsic motivations. And our one intrinsic motivation at that point was to get joy, to get as much fun as we could. And then, sadly, as soon as school started, we got all of these stupid responsibilities. We had to get good grades, we had to sit quietly in class, and then as we got older, our parents thought, hey, they got older, so we can add more onto their workload that they have already, like taking out the garbage, or mowing the lawn, or shoveling snow, and all of this shit that we had to worry about all the time. And it didn't decrease as we grew older. As we grew older, the responsibilities kept increasing and increasing and increasing. And they still do. The further we get in life, the more responsibilities we have, and the less likely we are to find joy. So I want to give you 5 tips right now that you can use to get some joy back in your life and not to be so stressed out about everything that's going on. Number 1, find something that gives you a sense of meaning. Find something that you can do purposefully, that makes you feel like you actually matter in this world and have a purpose for being here. You don't just get that thing handed to you. You don't just suddenly wake up one morning and know what your purpose is. That does not happen. You have to go out there and find it yourself. And it's pretty simple to find it. All you have to do is do whatever you love to do, whatever you like to do the most, and do that consistently and get better at it. The more you do it and the better you get at it, the more of a sense of meaning you get from that, and the more you can say, that is my purpose. Because you all have something that you love doing. And I don't mean watching TV or playing video games or drinking with your friends. That's not something you truly enjoy. Because when you do that, you're just distracting yourself. What I mean is something that you love to do by yourself, that you just get immense joy out of and are happy that you do it. And at the beginning you won't get immense joy out of it. You won't be completely passionate in it. But you will be happy when you do it. And that's the point. Find something that makes you happy or something that just relaxes you, and do that over and over and over again until it becomes something of a purpose for you. Because when we do something that carries meaning, when we feel like we matter in this world, then we love life. Because we feel like we belong here, we matter, we have a purpose for being here. And when you have a purpose, you cannot be upset about life because you think, oh, you know what, my life matters and I add value to this world, so I'm going to go all out. Life wants me here and I want to live. And that brings you some joy. Number 2 is to not fight life and instead try to live along with life. We spend so much time just fighting life, trying to resist all changes, trying to make sure that we keep whatever we have so close to us that we will never let it go. And by fighting life, it makes it so stressful, so hard, and we get so anxious and fearful and angry at anything that changes what we have. And that's not the way it's supposed to be. Life is not supposed to be that hard. You are just making it that hard. For no reason whatsoever. It doesn't need to be this hard. Just accept that things will change, and things will not always go the way you plan. That's okay. You don't have to have it perfectly set right away. You don't have to keep whatever you have. Because when you lose something, you make room for something else, and that thing can be much better than the thing you lost. But if you hold on so tightly, you will never let it go, or you'll never want to let it go, and you'll never make room for it even if the thing goes, because you're still holding on to the memory of whatever you lost. Take a moment and let go of whatever it is that you're holding on to. Because life will change and it's not always negative. Just because you always anticipate the negative doesn't mean it's always negative. If you look at it statistically, it should be 50% good, 50% negative. So whatever you think of is not always negative. And if it is negative, then you can just change it back. You always have the option to go back or to change things, but accept first that things will change. Because when you never accept the negative things in your life, how can you change them? You can only change it once you know what actually is negative. And for that, you first have to accept it. Okay, I accept that this is in my life, and now I accept that I want to change it, and now I'm going to change it. But if you don't accept it, it's like, no, that's not part of my life, that's not my issue, and I don't want to deal with that. It's still there. Just because you don't accept it doesn't mean it's suddenly gone. It's still going to be there. And as soon as you accept that that is also part of your life, you can go and change it and turn it into something amazing. And then, when you get rid of all the negative, what's left is positive. And that could also mean immense joy. Number 3 is finding your energy again. And that's one of my favorite things that I keep telling you guys, is to find your energy again. Look at what you did as a kid and do that again as an adult, because it carries so much more now as an adult than it ever did when you were a kid. Do something stupid. And I don't mean something that's fun and, I'm being so stupid. No, do something that's really, really stupid. And think, oh God, why did I do that? Because when you find something that's so stupid, like doing a somersault down, or rolling down a hill, or just running around the street with your hands up in the air screaming at the top of your lungs, that's stupid. If you see an adult doing that, you think, what the hell is wrong with them? But that's my point, because that will give you energy back. If you do that on a consistent basis and ignore the people that don't know you, the people that will know you will think, oh my God, that guy is so amazing, or a woman is so amazing, because they just have so much energy and they're so happy about life, and they just emit this vibrant energy. And that's what we want again, because that's directly linked to joy. Because when we have a lot of energy, we get a lot of joy out of it. Because then we walk taller, we jump more, we do more crazy stuff, and we just do more things that we want to do without holding back. And when we're closed and we don't have a lot of energy, then we just want to sleep and we just want the day to be over and everything just sucks. Which one do you rather want? High energy or low energy? And that leads me to point 4. The 4th way to get joy back in your life is when you want to do something, do it. Don't hold back. We always wear these masks on our faces that say, oh God, I'm so socially acceptable, I do everything society wants me to do, and blah 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 blah. That's boring. That's great. You see people like that everywhere, because almost everyone has that mask on their face, where they don't let any emotion through, they don't let any of their personality through, and they're just gray and blank and boring. Just flat out boring. And the more you do that, the more you become identified with that personality or that mask. And you just stay boring and everything sucks and everything is stupid. Because you don't go out and you don't do whatever you want to do. You worry so much about what other people think that you don't do stupid things. And that's the point. If you want to do something, just do it. Ignore what other people say. If you're listening to a song and you want to sing along and you're in the middle of a bus or a train, go for it. Sing along. I know most of you really don't want to do this and probably don't do this because you're too afraid. And no matter how much you say, oh, I don't care what other people think of me, if you're too afraid to sing in public, then you care what other people think about you. Forget it. Ignore what other people think about you. As kids we never did, and just look how much joy we had as kids. Look how much fun we had. Get that back. Do some things that are stupid, that others will judge you for, and then ignore their judgment. They don't know you. What do their thoughts matter? Why does it suddenly matter if it didn't when you were a kid? What was different? Find that difference again and get that back, because doing whatever you want to do is joy, because you want to do things that give you joy. That's all we did as a kid. That's what comes from us, from the inside. And that's what we always want to get back to. So really, really try to ignore the judgments of others. And don't just say, oh yeah, I don't care what other people think of me. Okay? If you really don't, then the next time you're on a bus or in a train or anywhere in public, sing. I dare you to do that. That'll prove if you don't care. But don't worry, if you can't do that, then just do what number 5 says. Do something when nobody is watching. Get into the habit again of doing these things. And the best way to do that is if no one is watching. If you're alone and no one is here, then put on some music, turn it up loud, and sing and dance along. Just go crazy. Don't care what others think about you. Just go nuts. Do something stupid. And it doesn't matter what. It could be something really dumb, like going up to a store window and doing the little stare bit. I mean, that's stupid, but it's funny. If you want to do that, then go for it. And you can do that when you're alone too. When you're in your room, apartment, house, whatever. Just go run around. Do around in your room, jump up a little bit, do some jumping jacks, get some energy back. Scream a little bit, imagine a fantasy scenario like you did as a kid and act it out, or just play with your stuffed animals again or with some other toys that you used to have. Do something stupid, something when no one is watching. That'll get you into the habit of things, and that'll get you some joy back while you're by yourself. And that's if you don't want to do it in public, then at least do it when you're alone. Because that'll get you back outside your mask. That'll make you put your mask down for a while and just enjoy whatever it is that you hid from yourself. It'll get your intrinsic stuff back out and you'll do more joyful things. And then if you really insist on it, you can take your mask back up when you go outside and just be boring again. I don't recommend it because being boring is not fun whatsoever, and being energetic and having joy in life is much better in my opinion. But it's your choice. I just gave you 5 things you can do to get some joy back, and it's up to you to do these things and get that joy back yourself. I believe we all want to experience a lot of joy in our life, and if you agree with me, then try some of these things out. I hope it gives you that excitement, that joy, that happiness, and that fun back in life, and I hope these 5 things that I just gave you help you do that.